Well, welcome back to Melbourne, Oscar. What was the first thing you did when you got home?
What was the first thing I did when I got home?
Did you give your mum a hug?
Well, my mum wasn't the first person I saw when I got home, but yes, I did give her a hug when I saw her. I stayed in a hotel just out of the city for a few days, so just chilled out for a few days. That was bad. So probably lying on the bed in the hotel room.
That's good. Now, tell us, when was the first moment you realised you're a big deal?
Wow. I mean, I hate thinking of myself like that, but I think the first time I saw myself on a billboard somewhere, that was kind of the first moment. I was like, okay, yeah, things are going pretty well for me if I got those kind of things.
Because you strike me as someone who is still a little shy. Like, how do you take all of this in your stride?
It's definitely something I've had to get used to and learn, and I think for me it's still something I'm coming to terms with a bit. I still consider myself just a normal 24-year-old guy, and it takes some getting used to, but it's something that you just have to. It's part of the job. I mean, a lot of it is great. Having so many fans and so much support, that is something that is incredible. Busy at times, definitely, but I'd so much rather have it than not.
Because there have been people here at this event tonight with Quadlog. There are people here who've been waiting since 7 a.m. in the morning just to get a glimpse of you.
Yeah.
How does that sit with you?
It's cool. I mean, yeah, for me it still blows my mind that people are even willing to do that, and I think it speaks of the level of support I get here, especially at home, but everywhere around the world it's incredible. So I always have to pinch myself a bit when I hear things like that.
What's the weirdest thing that a fan's ever said to you or done to you or approached you in a strange way?
Ooh, I think the weirdest thing I've had to sign is probably like a pack of chewy gum or a box of shapes. I've done that a few times. So that's probably the strangest. Nothing too bad.
What do you do to relax? I just asked your mum before, and she said you play the simulator. And I said that's not relaxing for him, and she said no, it is.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I'm very fortunate to be able to do something that started off as a hobby and a passion that's now my job. And for me, I still love it. So even when I'm not on the real track, I've got a simulator at home, and I drive on that just for fun. I'm never really driving an F1 car on there, but just all kinds of different race cars or things like that. So I still do that, spend time with my girlfriend mainly, and just chill out, watch TV.
Can you walk down the street anywhere in the world now and not have someone come up to you?
I'm sure there's some place in the world, but Melbourne's not one of them anymore, no.
It's definitely not. So just quickly on the car, obviously huge changes. What's going to be the biggest challenge for you when you take the seat on Sunday?
I think...
Hopefully on pole.
Hopefully on pole, yes. But, there's just so many changes. I think the biggest thing is the engines, the power units. They're incredibly different to what we've had ever in F1, but especially the last 10 years. So, yeah, I think everyone's still slowly getting their heads around that. It's going to look a bit different probably for the fans, this weekend compared to last year here. But that's probably the biggest thing, and that influences everything: how you set up the car, how you drive the car, how you manage the battery, how you do a race start. So the start is going to be probably pretty exciting. So many things.
And nothing less than world champion for you this season?
I mean, that would be nice. We'll have to wait and see what kind of performance we've got, really. It's always a boring thing to say, but the car performance is such a massive part of our sport, and unless you've got a car that's in the mix, then you can want to be world champion all you want, but it's not going to happen. And I think at the moment we're in the mix, which is always good, but there's going to be a lot of development through all the teams this year. So even if this weekend doesn't go exactly how we want, we've still got 23 other chances to improve.
All of Melbourne is totally invested in you. We just love you. Is there anything you'd like to say to the Melburnians that are listening?
I mean, just thank you. The support's been incredible for my whole career, but especially the last 12 months. It's been, it's pretty rare you can feel, such a big change and increase in support. So just thank you.
Great to chat. Thank you.
Thank you.